thanks for tuning in. Well, if you've been wondering whether I'm still in love with Path of Exiles, whether I'm still hooked to it, yes I am. If you were wondering whether I am still following that recommended build that I tried, no I'm not. I used it and I'm still using parts of it, meaning I took that build and I followed the guide to a certain point, and then I really didn't enjoy the abilities that were recommended then. I prefer to stay with the abilities that I heard in the beginning, so I leveled them up. So what is my character like right now? I still have my flame aura, and I am using the following abilities: Holy Flame Totem, I'm going to show you that in a second, Flame Wall, Frostblink for, you know, being able to move. I've got a Stone Golem summoned, which will grant me life regeneration, which is pretty cool, makes me a bit tankier. I'm using Herald of Ash, grants a buff providing fire damage based on your physical damage. While you have this buff, if you kill an enemy, other enemies near them will be burned based on the overkill damage. And I'm mostly using Rolling Magma if I'm actually using abilities. And then I've got Vitality, which is an aura that casts, grants me even more life regeneration. I want to try and use Infernal Cry, which is what I used on my first character, which was fun. I could use Sleep Slam for some mobility. Flame ability I use to make enemies to lower their fire resistance, can be nice for some tougher enemies. And I have no idea why I've got Infernal Cry assigned to 2 buttons. So let's just jump in and see how well I'm doing here. So I'm supposed to find the Sign of Purity, so let me turn on my fire aura and run around a little bit. So it's a recipe here, which I currently can't get to, so let's take the long way around. And here are some enemies. So as you can see, I'm mostly just moving through them, killing them with my fire aura. And I don't know if this is correct that I'm doing that, if this actually works, but if we take a look at my my abilities, let me see here. Holy Flame Totem. I've got the Summon Phantasm support. Support skill that can hit enemies or create minions. When those skills or minions kill enemies or hit rare or unique enemies, they will have a chance to summon a Phantasm minion. And I've got that connected to my Holy Flame Totem. But I also have this connected to... Let me see, where is it? There. I've also got it connected to my Flame Wall. So if I use both, hopefully it will give me a higher chance to create those minions. I don't know if this is doable. This actually works, so let's try. Here's my totem and the Flame Wall. So hopefully we can get to that recipe there. It's a Hallowed Mana Flask. As you can see, the enemies really die quickly once they step into my aura, because I tried to build according to that. And once again, the guide that I used in the beginning to get an idea of what a good build or an interesting build would look like, or in this case I guess it's a very simple build, because I'm usually just running around burning enemies. I tried to use that and see what the build looks like, to get an idea of, you know, what to pay attention to, what to combine, what not to do. And now I am using... I put in some abilities that were not in that original build, because I think I will just enjoy them. I like using them. This is actually fun to just set stuff on fire. Using these abilities lowers my mana pool, as you can see. I only can use half of my mana, my available mana, which is fine. Because I'm usually mostly using my aura and my the flame ball and the totem. Did I miss the recipe now? I think I really have to go all the way around, don't I? Yeah, there's no shortcut. So let's do that. I'm sorry for the little detour. And what I can say is stuff has gotten easier. I've died 2 or 3 times to some of the act bosses. You know, the tougher enemies. But I didn't die quickly. It's the first the first progress that I'm noticing. And I'm noticing that I do a ton of damage and I've got some really nice synergies going on. Spawning minions, having pretty good resists, and doing a buttload of damage, at least compared to my first character. And so yeah, I wanted to follow this build guide just to get an idea of what I could do and what would work well, what makes sense. And now I'm enjoying this, like changing it around to fit my preferred playstyle, or, you know, the playstyle that I enjoy right now. And so I'm gonna continue with this build for a little longer. But also, I'm learning a lot, and I think I can apply that knowledge that I'm getting once it's time to build another character, which I definitely will do. So here's the sign of purity. Here's the crafting recipe. Nice. Physical damage rank 2. Alrighty. Well, that's a side quest I'm doing here. And so I'm gonna take a little look around. But I just want to give a little update of how I'm doing. I'm enjoying this game a lot. I know there's so much stuff that I haven't seen yet, that I don't know yet, that I don't understand yet. But I'm having a ton of fun. So, before I go, let's go for this chest here. Let me put down my stuff and see how this goes. And as you can see, it's going pretty well. There we go, that's some nice loot there. So, if you saw anything that I'm doing wrong, feel free to comment, let me know. I didn't go too much into detail about like chain abilities, like the gem connections and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm actually making a little progress and I'm enjoying this a lot. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments on the other videos, which helped a lot. And hope to see you in game soon. So bye bye.